Welcome back, folks. In this video, I want to break down my trade yesterday, 12th of August, 2025 on gold, which was a short in which I made over $10,000. Okay. Now, when I come to the screen, there's only a couple of things that I do, right? My daily process. I mark out the key liquidity pools, right? That could be the previous daily low, the previous daily high, or the weekly levels, as well as the current daily high, which is basically like the current session high. Okay. So if we look at the market for this week, right? The market has pretty much just been going down. Okay. For the last couple of days, the market has just been going down. So my bias is going to be to the downside. Okay. If the market's been going down for the last couple of days, then I'm going to be looking for shorts. Okay. And I want to be shorting at some kind of a high, current daily high of the previous day, high of the week, something like that. Okay. So I'll come to the screen at a key time, not just any random time. Okay. And I'll have a look at the market and see, does the market offer me any opportunity at that point in time? The opportunity for me has to be in line with the overall direction of bias. So as I've said, over the last couple of days, the market has just been going down. Okay. So I'm only looking for shorts. As I said, if I'm going to short the market, it needs to be in a premium. Okay. So it needs to be somewhere at the high of the current day, high of the previous day, high of the week, high of the session. That's premium. Okay. So you can see this here is Tuesday. Okay. And this is the 12th of August, right? Tuesday is the day that I did the short that I'm referring to, right? This short here, okay? This was on Tuesday, okay? Now, I'm coming to the market and I've marked out some key liquidity pools. You can see that this is the high. Let me just make a little line there so you can see it, right? That is the high for that day at that point in time, okay? Because that there is, this is Asia, right? All this is Asia. Asia becomes liquidity most of the time, okay? So, this now, the market is going down, okay? Now, this, you can see, the market's dropping down, right? And look what the market's done here. It's left highs, okay? Now, I've said this many, many times. When the market leaves pretty clean, pretty smooth, equal highs there, and drops lower, it's pretty clear that the market's going to come back up and use that as liquidity, okay? Now, the market goes down, okay? And this is inside of Asia, and there is a long setup here, a really nice long setup here. That is pretty easy because you've got very clear equal highs on the left here, which is basically the high of Asia. Okay. Now, there's a liquidity pool below the market. This line here is the previous day's low. Okay. It's also the current weekly low. But what's important here is that the market did not take out that previous daily low or the low of the current week. Okay. And so if I'm going to take a long and the market goes down and it leaves that liquidity pool intact, I'm a little bit more hesitant in taking that long position because I don't know if the market's kind of come here, leave that intact, go up a little bit, and then come back down and then go up, right? I need to be aware of that. So I won't take that long when a significant liquidity pool like the previous daily low or the current weekly low is left intact after coming so close to it. Okay, so I didn't take that long, and I was really looking for shorts, but I wanted to short from a premium. So when I see that the market has left a very key liquidity pool intact, and then the market's come up, and this is a pump, right? You can see this is a pump, and the market has engineered liquidity prior to going down on purpose so that it can take that liquidity and get people long, induce longs into the market, okay? But what does the market do? It comes up and it takes out a high, Asia highs, and that's obviously the current high of the day, okay? To me, that's premium. That is a key liquidity pool. The market then shows its hand. What do you see here? We see multiple bearish ICT signatures getting formed. Bearish fair value back, fair value gap, up again. Bearish fair value gap, up again. Bearish fair value gap, up again. Bearish fair value gap. How many times has the market provided us an opportunity to enter into a short position on the basis that we are at premium pricing on the day and we have equal lows below the market, relative equal lows, okay, and original consolidation and previous daily low and current weekly low still intact, which is a very large liquidity pool. So that is the basis of my short, okay? You can see it's exactly the same setup, right? You can see where I've taken that short. Look at that sniper entry, right? After raiding that liquidity pool, which is the high of the current day, okay, high of Asia, okay? After a bearish ICT signature has formed, sniper entry, okay? I take an entry to go short, okay? And my target's pretty clear. My target is going to be under these lows and under the previous daily low, which is also the current weekly low, right? Now, I did manage this trade as I've shown in that video. You'll see me as the market's coming down, right? And I'm watching time. Time's important. I take partials when the market comes into discount. What's discount? This bullish fair value gap, right? This is what's known as a BISI, a bullish imbalance. Okay. Now, so the market comes there. I see there's consolidating. Okay. It's at a key time. I take partials. And you'll see that. You'll see me manage my trade in this video. Okay. You'll see me take partials. Now you know exactly why I took partials there. Okay. I take partials and I let the trade do its thing. And eventually it comes down into the key liquidity pool that I'm targeting. So I've shorted from the high of the day. Okay. Which is right there. Okay. After a raid on liquidity. That's very important. I do not short unless liquidity has been stripped or we've come into a very key important inefficiency. Okay. So after the market at a key time has swept those highs and formed all these bearish signatures, I am accumulating my short position. I manage my trade by taking partials at a key level, right? Which is under that big pump up at where there is a discount PD array, because the market could just be coming down to rebalance that inefficiency to then go back up again. This is a very shallow run, taking that high. Okay, so I take partials, right? And that's important. You've got to manage your trade. Okay, I take partials. I leave the rest on, ultimately getting down to my objective, which is not only the low of the current day, the low of the previous day, and the low of the current week. Okay, fantastic trade. I wasn't the only one that took that trade. Many of my students also took that trade. If I go into my setups channel for yesterday, okay, there were a number of students. In fact, one of the students also took the long that I'm talking about, right up to equal highs. Great trade. Okay, this is where I took my trade. I posted it here, short from the high of the day down to the low of the day. This is where I've taken my partials. Okay, covered the remaining under that previous daily low, also current weekly low. Okay, and students are also following along and taking that trade as well. Okay, so there it is there. 150 pips locked in. Okay, so the knowledge I'm teaching inside of my community is transferable. Okay, and right now, as I've mentioned inside of my YouTube channel, I am celebrating the launch of School's new platform, which is integration of Google Pay and Apple Pay, and I'm offering a discount of membership to the Forex Recipes community. Right now, you can lock in membership at $197 per month instead of the regular price of $497 per month. Okay, and take advantage of all the information, all the courses that are available to members inside of the Forex Recipes VIP community. Okay, so take advantage of this discount offer. It won't be available for much longer. Okay, you've been asking for this. I've now offered it, $197 per month. Lock it in forever. Okay, do it now before I put the price back up to $497 per month. Inside of the Forex Recipes community, there is immense value, right? There are courses where I talk about how to identify algorithmic signatures, okay, the strategies, right, and how I trade gold. Okay, every day you will find a daily bias, okay, where I talk about where I feel the market is headed for that particular day, which is in line with my weekly analysis, which is provided every single week, okay, and every day I'm posting my charts, students are posting their charts. We are learning and succeeding as a group together, okay, so it's a community. If you want to learn how to read price and how to engage with price in the gold market using ICT principles, this is where you want to be. Okay, because you can see from all the trade execution videos I'm posting on YouTube, the strategy works and the knowledge is transferable. I've got students in here trading every single day, right? Taking advantage of the information that I'm teaching them and transferring that knowledge to them. Okay, students are succeeding with the information that I'm teaching them every single day, and it's all available to you inside of Classroom. One of the highly valuable components, modules inside of Classroom, in addition to understanding how to determine where the market is headed next, what time to come to the screen, and what you need to see to engage with price, there are, in my high probability setups module, I have recorded my screen, right, and discussed the best setups, the highest probability setups, okay, that I've mastered over the years of my trading, right? And what I've done is not only have I provided you the lessons, these are video lessons, okay, I have actually recorded my screen as I've been taking trades. There is tons and tons of live trade screen recordings where I've recorded myself taking a trade, walking through the exact setup, what I'm seeing on the screen, and what I'm thinking for that specific entry. Okay, all of those videos are available in my high probability setups module inside of the Classroom. Okay, there's nothing else like this out there. Okay, where a professional trader is showing you, just like you're sitting in my trading den, watching over the back of my shoulder, exactly how I do this, right? And you can take advantage of those lessons in your own time, at the comfort of your own home. Okay, and then join the discussions every single day and be part of the group live with us every single day. Learning from our live setups, learning from our live trade ideas, learning from our chart postings, okay? Learning from our executions, okay? So the opportunity there, the choice is now yours. Join now for $197 per month. Do it now before you miss out. The offer is very limited. Price will go back up to $497 per month very soon. I look forward to working with you on the inside.